Like Scary, we are back. I hope you all are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan and a Stranger Things fan, you guys. But before we get started, definitely smash the like button. So you all, today we're going to talk about something, a tease that was teased by the writers of Stranger Things, you all. Now, this is crazy. The Duffer Brothers, we all know that they're big Evil Dead fans due to, seeing a lot of the tone of Stranger Things and everything. But they stated something that was very interesting. The Duffer Brothers stated something over on Twitter saying, "We really promote new movies on here, but Evil Dead Rise and Stranger Things Season 5 shares something small but awesome in common." Now, you all, if you haven't seen Evil Dead, I'm going to kind of get into light spoiler territory. I actually got to see it, got invited to a premiere. Now, it's nothing like too spoiled, just light, kind of like a summary. So basically, Evil Dead Rise is about taking place about around two sisters. One sister comes back in the picture with another sister, them not knowing what's going on with each other's lives, and they're judging each other. One of the sisters, being Ellie, Alyssa Sutherland, has kids. They're in this high-rise apartment. It's just a tough situation. And make a long story short, one of the kids come across the Necronomicon. If you guys know what the Necronomicon is, it's a book that's involved in the Evil Dead franchise. And not to dive deep into it, it releases like evil and stuff like that. And a couple people in this story become Deadites, and they're possessed and everything. It's all about possession with Evil Dead. Now we're talking about, what do these two things have in common? Stranger Things Season 5 and Evil Dead. Now, just taking place off Stranger Things where we left off at, we know that Max, is in a coma, and a lot of people have been talking about Eddie Munson potentially coming back, and we have a few moms in this. What do you mean, mom? This movie kind of surrounds, like I said, a mom being Alyssa Sutherland, and she's a mom trying to take out her kids and everything, and she's possessed. So one thing I want to talk about first off, I want to put this theory out there in the air. With Max, Max is in the coma, and the moment I see Max in the coma, she can't see anything, and she's kind of like Victor Creel. I think that it will be crazy if she comes back but not like herself, almost like sometimes she kind of morphs in and out of being possessed, and she's around her friends still, so they're trying to get to the real Max. But and on top of that, Elle brought her back, so it can definitely be a side effect with that. Maybe some of Vecna is still connected to her, because Will's touching the back of his neck, so imagine freaking Max, and she just went through it with Vecna. So it can be crazy if she ends up being similar to Alyssa Sutherland, just being possessed, trying to take out her friends, kind of almost like she's teaming up with Vecna. So the Max theory would be crazy. Also, Eddie Munson, we all heard this theory. Eddie Munson is going to come back in Season 5, but he's going to come back as the undead, and he's going to be kind of like a villain. Or he can be one of those villains that actually helps, and he's just going against Vecna. He's like, the main core. He's there to help, Dustin and everybody. But I don't know if Eddie Munson will come back, because the Duffer Brothers did say we're going to focus on just the main cast. So I don't know, but it's a possibility. Also, something that is really huge, with everything, is the mommy thing. And the quote for Evil Dead Rise is, "Mommy loves you to death." Now we got some moms in here, but just pointing out Joyce, man. We seen things with Joyce, she's going through the stuff with Will, trying to tell people her son's in the wall and everything. What if Joyce becomes possessed? That will be crazy. That's a weak spot for Hopper. We seen how it is, everyone reacting if Hopper's not in the picture and he's in danger. What if Joyce is in danger? She's the mom and she gets possessed. Maybe she gets took to the upside down or something. Either way, I think the main thing that's going to focus on this is possibly possession. I think possibly it's going to be someone's possessed. Maybe not, like real solidly like how it is in Evil Dead Rise, where it's like full-blown possession, exorcism type thing. I just think someone's going to be kind of like, Billy. How Billy was in Season 3. And I think it's going to be something like that. But probably a female like Joyce or Max. Or something like that. Just something that's going to catch us off guard. I think it can definitely play in that. And we even seen, in one of the scenes in Stranger Things, that they have the Evil Dead poster on the wall. Like I said, we know the Duffer Brothers love Nightmare on Elm Street and Evil Dead, so I will not be surprised if they kind of go that possession route, and maybe something is connected to everything, including Vecna, how the Necronomicon is the key to everything with Evil Dead. Maybe we come along something that's the key, and you know, maybe it's something like the Mind Flare or something similar to that. Either way, I definitely do think it's going to be something like I said with possession, possibly with Max, possibly with Joyce. I don't see, you know, 11 getting possessed. I don't see that. Maybe Will, you know, Will, he's still obviously connected to Vecna, he's rubbing his neck, and maybe it's something like that, because it can get worse how it was in the earlier seasons, but this time it can be the worst. He's, you know, becoming almost like Vecna, and a lot of stuff is starting to leak out of him, and it's kind of starting to get into the group with the friends, and he's starting to become like a real live villain. So I think that's what it's going to, in my opinion, it's going to play around possession, or possibly something that's kind of mirroring like that Necronomicon feel, and just that evil, you know, feeling around Evil Dead. I think that's going to be real, you know, really incorporated in Stranger Things Season 5. Mainly just telling you guys, it's probably going to be dark as hell if it's like Evil Dead. So yeah, and also, like, since Evil Dead Rise is surrounding, you know, sistership and stuff like that with Ellie and Beth, when you sit there and think about it, whose sisters of Stranger Things? We got Elle and 8. So we know how, even though, you know, that storyline was kind of but I know a lot of you guys are not going to like this, but it kind of left off on like weird terms, and you know, Elle just kind of up and left. What if 8 comes back as a villain and she kind of converts over to be with Vecna? You know, she goes against Elle. We got, you know, a battle between 11 and 8. That would be interesting. Also, you know, like I said, to touch on Max again, with her not being able to see, what if she can also see what Vecna's doing? Like, she kind of helps, you know, her friends and everything, just being so connected with Vecna, she can see everything, so that can definitely play a part. You guys, comment down below what you all think that, you know, the Duffers were talking about with Stranger Things Season 5 and Evil Dead Rise having things in common. That is freaking crazy, because I love the movie. 9 out of 10 for me. So if Stranger Things Season 5 is going to be like that, wow. Because like I said, Stranger Things is already gold. For it to be similar to Evil Dead Rise, I cannot wait to see what they're talking about. But unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter. And yeah, you are right there with subscribe next to it. Click join to become a member of the channel. Also check out Patreon, exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And yeah, you all, I want you to watch some horror movies, get ready for Stranger Things, stay scary out there.